All right. The difference between reactance and impedance as they applied in AC circuit is this. Now, for a reactance occurs as a counter action to a change in either current or a change in voltage. So whenever there is a change in current or a voltage, there is always an action which we call the reactance. So, and it is the opposition to a change in current or in a voltage. And for the change in current, a device which we call the inductor, we always step in. So the inductor steps in to cause a reactance, which we now call the inductive reactance. And for a change in voltage, a capacitor comes in to cause what we call a capacitive reactance. So in a nutshell, reactance is an opposition to a change in either current or voltage by just one component. It can be an inductor, it can be a capacitor. So that single counter effect that will result whenever there is a change in current or voltage is what we call reactance. And of course, it can come from inductor or a capacitor. Hence, we have two kinds of reactance, which we call the inductive reactance and capacitive reactance. Now, on the other hand, impedance is the overall opposition by two of either inductor and capacitor, or capacitor and a resistance, or just either two or more of these components, resistor, inductor, and a capacitor. So whenever we have more than one component in an AC circuit, the overall attack on the current or current change, or the overall attack by two or more of these, is called the impedance. So because of that, we can have a impedance from an RC circuit. We can have an impedance from LC circuit. We can also have an impedance from LR circuits. We can as well have a reactance, an impedance from RLC circuits if all the components are present in that circuit. So impedance is the overall opposition to the flow of current, or the change in current or change in voltage in an AC circuit. Thank you.